Good morning, students. Now we are learn about 7th English Term 3 PROSE-1 Journey by Train. Working pass. Choose 6 items which are essentials for camp. Rank their priority and justify your answers. First one, watch. We should keep a punctuality in the camp, hence we need the watch. Then torchlight. When the current fails, we need the torch. Then candle. If the battery in the torchlight does not help us, we are in need of candle. Then tent. Tent is needed for protecting in the strong heat, cold, etc. Stove. If we are in need of hot water for drinking and bathing, we need a stove. Then cell phone. When we have a cell phone, we are at 0 kilometer distance with our friends and parents. Then rope. Rope is useful in trekking, tenting and in many other activities. Then hammer. If we have the hammer, we can have nailing easily. About the author. Jules Verne was a French novelist, poet and playwright. He was born on 1828 at Nantes in France. He has written many short stories like Runners. His stories had been made movies too. He died on 1905 at Amiens at France. Then, Section 1. Listen to the teacher read these sections. This extract is taken from the classics adventures novel Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. An Englishman, Mr. Phileas Fogg, along with his French attendant, Passepartout, attempts to go around the world in 80 days on a wager of $20,000 set by his friends at the Reform Club. Read this extract where Phileas Fogg travelled through some parts of India at a time when the railways were being built in the country. Some places are spelt differently as the book has written over a century ago. The train had started punctually. Among the passengers were a number of officers, government officials and merchants. Passepartout rode in the same carriage with Mr. Fogg, and a third passenger occupied a seat opposite to them. This was Sir Francis Cromarty, one of the friends Mr. Fogg made on the ship Mongolia that brought him to Bombay. An hour after leaving Bombay, the train had passed the bridges and the island of Scalcity and had got into the open country. During the night, the train left the mountains behind and passed Nazik, and the next day proceeded over the flat, well-cultivated country of the Candies with its straggling villages, above which rose the towers of temples. This fertile territory is watered by many small rivers and clear streams, mostly tributaries of the Godavari. Passepartout, on walking and looking out, could not believe that he was actually crossing India in a railway train. The locomotive, guided by an English engineer and fed with coal, threw out its smoke upon cotton, coffee, nutmeg, clove, and pepper plantains, while the stream curled in spirals around groups of palm trees, in the midst of which were seen attractive bungalows, viharas, and marvelous temples decorated by the rich work of Indian architectures. Then they came upon vast areas extending to the horizon with jungles where snakes and tigers lived. These creatures felt at the noise of the train. Then they came to forests where elephants stood gazing with shut eyes at the train at its past. At 12:30, the train stopped at Burmapur. The travelers made a hasty breakfast and started off for Asurgur. Now they travelled along the banks of the small river Tapti, which empties into the Gulf of Cambrai near Surat. Then towards evening the train entered the valleys of the Satpur mountains to separate the Kandis from Bundelkhand. It was 3 in the morning. Do you know? Traveling improves memory and reduces the risk of heart diseases. It makes us more intelligent and happier. This has been proved by scientists. Glossary. Proceeded, moved, fertile territory, rich vegetated area, locomotive, railway engine, horizon, the line at which the earth, surface and the sky appear to meet. Gassing, look steadily, ghastly, quick. Thank you.